I bought a pool table. It seems really silly to do that. I mean, we had one in the youth room for how many years, and our family never used it. I never took a break and went to shoot pool. But a pool table has been calling to me. Ron was taking the kids to play pool downtown before COVID, and now we have nowhere to go. My parents are here, and it could be a good family activity together. We were playing cornhole for several weeks, and it's time to move on to a new game. I started a few weeks ago looking for a pool table, a used one, and Kevin finally found it for me on Facebook. I reached out and she told me it was spoken for already, but I was the second in line. Then that Saturday, she reached out and within 3 hours, it was in my garage, ready to play. After they delivered it, I began to notice that it's got its problems. On the surface, it looks good. No holes in the felt. The pockets are there. It's not wobbly or propped up by a board. But when you look deeper, there are definite flaws in it. The wood has chunks out of it, and the paint is coming off in a lot of places. If you hit the ball just right, it'll pop into the air. So far, we haven't hit Ron's car yet. If you hit it just right, the ball will pop across every pocket has a hole in it. So if the ball goes in it just right, it will bounce out and roll across the room or out the garage door and down the street. And yes, that's a voice of experience. And yet we play games on this thing all the time. Sure, the newness is going to wear off and we will actually get to leave the house again to go places. But for now, this pool table is where it's at. We put the kids to bed and come out to play a game. Date night in the garage. We take a break from school and come out to play a game. We play 9-ball, we play girls against boys, we play the oldest parent and kid and the youngest parent and kid. Despite its flaws, this pool table is bringing us joy and fun. You and I, we have our flaws too. My outside may not have paint peeling from it like the pool table, but I have my flaws. We all do. We eat too much, we walk too little, we gossip too much, we spend too much, we're too critical, we act in anger. I could go on and on. We all have our flaws. Paul would call these sins and would invite us to put on a new self. Somehow I think it would be easier to fix the flaws in my pool table. Peel back the felt here and pull the felt tight and secure it. I've already done it on some of the sections and it's helped tremendously. If only it were as easy to fix our flaws. But Paul gives us a tool to use to fix the flaws in our lives. It's not easy, but in the book of Ephesians, Paul tells us about the armor of God. He tells us to put on the full armor of God so we can stand against the devil's schemes. Even if you don't believe the devil's a little man with a pitchfork, we can agree that the flaws that we face every day can be seen as evil coming at us. So Paul describes an armor that can help us address the flaws. A belt of truth, a breastplate of righteousness, shoes of peace, a shield of faith, helmet of salvation, sword of the Spirit. All of these tools can be in your toolbox to help fix your flaws. Maybe it won't give you a facelift like my pool table, but they can help you stand firm against the thoughts and emotions and feelings that we know are not of God. And when you fail, when your flaws shine through with all their ickiness, you and I are still children of God, beloved and forgiven. Even with our flaws, we bring God joy. So remember that. Work on the things that we can, but then ask for forgiveness when you don't always win. That's life. We're work in progress. In the meantime, let me know if you want to come play pool. It's in our garage, so you can socially distance and still play a game with your family. See you soon.